It's an exciting year and exciting day for me because I get to interview Chris Sanders, the director of Lilo and Stitch. Chris, what an honor. Welcome to Living 808. How are you?
Doing really well, and thanks for having me on.
Let's talk about the anniversary of Lilo and Stitch, 20 years. It's an iconic movie. How do you feel? I mean, this is insane. It's literally beloved by everybody around the world.
Are there any aminos in here?
How?
It's fantastic. When I started it, one of the things I had in my heart was that I hoped that it would really stick around. I hoped that it would endure. Whenever I go to Disneyland or Disney World, I see so many Stitch shirts. It's absolutely thrilling.
Yeah, I have a ton of friends who are obsessed with Stitch, and rightfully so. And what a lot of people, probably some people don't know, is that you were also the voice of Stitch, right?
Ohana means family. Family means nobody
gets left behind.
or forgotten.
It's a voice that I would normally use like just at work to annoy people, and I would call people on the phone and go, "Hello, what did you do? What did you do? I can come over and visit." Whenever I pitched Stitch's scenes, I would just default to that voice. And originally, we conceived the film, Dean DeBlois, my co-director, co-writer, we both decided that Stitch would just never speak. He'd be like Dumbo. He would be silent throughout. As we developed the story, it became obvious that once in a while he was going to have to say a few things. And then later on, it was like, well, he'll say a few very critical things. So Dean was the one that suggested, well, why don't you just do the voice? Our big fear was that if we hired somebody who was well-known to do the voice, it would be frustrating to the studio that they spoke so few lines.
Now, something that we love too is that it's based in Hawaii. Tell us about the research, what went into that. What did you learn about the culture that you haven't learned before going into the film?
I thought hula was one of the most amazing things I had ever seen, and it's one of the factors that really launched me into exploring Hawaii as the location for the film, because I went to Long Beach, where some hula halaus were gathering for us all to watch, their craft. And I was so blown away by it. I thought this is the most powerful thing I've ever seen. And we needed to engage with as many people as possible that knew what they were doing. Meaning, we go to Hawaii, we find people who all know their crafts perfectly, so that they can lead us and educate us and take the lead in all these things. And our kumahula was Mark Keli'i Ho'omalu, who he was the one that choreographed all the hula in the film. And we knew that especially from him, how important it was. We need to get that just right. We needed to be very, very respectful and accurate. So we filmed all the hula, and then we handed that to our animators. And that was one of the few times you're like, you can't mess around with this. You do this exactly like as we filmed it. In other situations, we always want animators to embellish and to be inventive and stuff. Not with this. Just be very, very careful and do a great job. And they did.
We love how you really honed in and you captured everything about Hawaii perfectly. And it was shown through the film. Now, not only have you impacted everybody here in the islands, but everybody around the world, because I know some people on TikTok have expressed their feelings.
This video is for the director of Lilo and Stitch, Chris Sanders. When I was a little girl, one of my best memories with my mom, who passed away 2 months ago, was that she threw me a Lilo and Stitch birthday party because I was obsessed with Lilo and Stitch. I never expected that at 20 years old, I would get a little sister, my only sibling. And I never expected that at 27 years old, we would both lose our mom to brain cancer. I loved my mom very much, and Lilo and Stitch was something that we shared in love with each other. This is my Lilo. I want you to know how powerful that movie has been for my family, and that long before Frozen, which she obviously loves as well, you laid the groundwork for something that offers my story so much comfort. The story that you created and you fought for is what plays such a huge part in my life.
at the core of Lilo and Stitch is one of a family who is in a difficult circumstance, and they're trying to survive. The characters are offbeat, they're quirky, they don't fit in. Lilo definitely doesn't fit in with her group, and so many people approached me and said, I really identified with her, either the sister with Nani or with Lilo. They were like, I totally identified with this, and it made me feel safe, and it made me feel like I wasn't alone in these moments where things were going pretty badly for me. And they would talk about how it really helped them get through. And we were endeavoring just to make some really memorable, unusual characters that we felt real. But the really exciting thing is they end up feeling real to other people, which I'm very proud of that.
How can our viewers keep up with you, learn what other projects you're working on?
Yeah, I think that TikTok is my main frame for revealing things that are upcoming. I'm currently working on a film that I cannot reveal yet what it is, but we are hard at work on that right now. And not only that, but during the making of Lilo and Stitch, for example, we ended up with a lot of reference tapes and video and stuff like that we shot that nobody has ever seen. And I am in the process right now of digging through all of that, and I'm going to start putting more and more of that on my TikTok.
Chris, thank you so much for coming on Living It Away. We appreciate everything that you've done. Congratulations on all of your hard work. Congratulations on a 20th anniversary of Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, thank you so much, and hello to everyone.
Thanks, Chris.